So I just found out that the Steam Deck OLED is dropping on November 16th, and I'm really excited about it. I am really anxious to get it. I'm just a tech enthusiast, you know. I love handheld gaming, and I like what Valve's doing with Steam and the whole ecosystem they created with the Steam OS and the Steam App Store and Steam VR, and I even bought the Steam controller back when they released that. And yeah, I've been a Steam client user since probably like 2012, as soon as I found out about it. Man, I was gaming back on a computer when you had to use Game for Windows Live to play Dark Souls, junk like that. So I'm glad Steam stepped in, and actually they re-released that game without Game for Windows Live. I think they helped with the re-release of that. But back to the Steam Deck OLED, man. So I got the original Steam Deck when it first came out. I was one of those guys that was like mashing the purchase button, and it was like the site was so congested I had to call support and let them know, hey, I put my reservation in. So they had to fix that, and I was like waiting, so I'm just an average Joe. I'm not a reviewer, and I don't get nothing for free. I had to buy that joint, but I bought the 512 model, but I'm having some issues right now with it. Actually, my the right bumper on the joint is messing up. So I don't even know why I'm pulling this out. I guess I just want to pull it out to show it off. But yeah, the right bumper the left bumper is messing up on it. So when I'm playing Sekiro, it's like mad hard to parry, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it apart and fix it. But that's what I was going to do. But then I seen they dropped Steam Deck OLED, so I'm like, I'm gonna still fix it. But now I got time. I can just wait for the OLED to drop, and it's not too big of a deal. At first I thought, maybe I don't get this OLED. Maybe I don't get the new model. But looking at all the features that they had, man, it kind of blew me away. I got the Nintendo OLED because I think Nintendo, I got that mostly because of the mount, the little mount on the back. The Nintendo Switch original, stand was horrible, so bad. And then when I saw that like really strong hinge on the OLED, I was like, oh my god, not only do you get the screen, you get the better hinge. And I started a group for people who just like go to pubs and stuff and actually play the deck like outside and stuff. So I was like, that's perfect. That's what I need. A bigger screen and a better mount so people can actually, it can hold itself up and people can play. So I went and bought that. Also, like, I have so many Nintendo Switches. I just kind of like give my kids the older ones as I buy new ones. So it made sense to like, all right, I'm gonna get a new one so that maybe my daughter can have she had the little Switch Lite, so she can have a whole Switch instead of the Switch Lite. So just went ahead and did that. But the OLED Steam Deck is so significant because it's like it improved in some of the internals as well as the externals, and like performance and stuff. It's kind of like it's like more refined. It's not necessarily like generation better, you know what I mean? From what I learned, I was watching a ton of videos, and here's the part where I hit y'all with some videos that I did look at. So I think I looked at Digital Foundry Clips did a video on the Steam Deck benchmarks, the OLED versus the LCD. Beat 'em Ups did a OLED Nintendo Switch versus Steam Deck OLED comparison, and some things that he just like kind of noticed that were different about the two models of Steam Decks. and from an aesthetic standpoint and a ease of use standpoint, like for instance the cable is longer, the plug-in cable is longer, and I noticed like that's one of the things that I have a problem with, because I'm gaming at night, I'm sitting in my bed and the cord is like right there. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna mess up the outlet. It's gonna mess up the jack in the actual deck because it's bending it a little bit. So having a longer cord just alleviates that. And I'm like, hey, you know, also I think I might not have the issue with my bumpers, just because of how they like reconsidered the engineering behind them. So I watched from Gamers Nexus where they did a teardown. They took apart the OLED and the LCD deck and they compared the components, and they got down to the changes in the motherboards, the daughter boards, all of the internals. The sticks are still the same. They're not those like Hall effect joysticks and stuff like that, and I'm not sweating it because I never really gamed so hard where I notice like stick drift, or I keep my stuff kind of clean. Not saying that other people are dirty, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not like a super crazy like Twitch stick FPS shooter gamer, so I don't need it to be super on point. But what else? Yeah, they fixed like the touch pads. So yeah, I would say check out those videos I recommended, man. They really break it down and they talk about all the differences. But super excited. I'm really hoping I probably like record my my order of the deck, of the OLED deck, right? Just because like I just want to, it's gonna be like a happy moment for me if I can get one. I know with all the media coverage they're doing right now, like people are like swarming. They got their fingers like on the trigger, ready to get it as soon as it's available. Only because it seemed like it's like getting a ton of hype like immediately as soon as they announced it. All the media outlets are going crazy, and all these media outlets like got free decks, so I'm like kind of pissed they got free decks, you know what I'm saying? So they got the deck, and they got the like limited edition deck that some people that they trying to do too. I think it's cool to have limited edition deck, but I ain't really sweating it. I really like the new design of the OLED. It's like black on black, and really I just feel like, and the screen is just a little bit bigger, and it looks so much better that it's bigger. So yeah, I'm just like, man, that's so premium, and I was already thinking about getting a second deck. I had a neighbor, they gave me like $550 in GameStop gift cards just so he could get a deck for free. And I went ahead and bought the GameStop, I bought the deck for him like just last week. But then the Steam Deck OLED drops this week. So I'm like, man, he could have just waited, you know what I mean? Waited like a week and got an OLED deck, but I ain't, he might be mad, but he might not care, whatever. But yeah, I was just like, whoa, that is super coincidental, and I feel bad because I'm like, I'm still gonna get that OLED, and I probably let my kids like log onto the old one to play, mobile games. I mean, like games when we're out and stuff like that, or I use it for testing and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to put this quick video out there because I ain't been putting out no videos, and I'm excited about this deck, you know what I'm saying? Specifically, I'm gonna review a couple of items and put them joints on here too, but I ain't really see myself as a bleeding edge YouTuber because it's so tough to make videos, man. So I'm gonna just do what I can and get out what I can get out, and hopefully y'all enjoy that, and I'm gonna keep this monologue rolling, you feel what I'm saying? So that's it, man. Y'all enjoy yourself, man. Peace out.